Apple's upcoming September event, which has traditionally been the stage for the unveiling of Apple's upcoming September event, which has traditionally been the stage for the unveiling of Apple's latest innovation. However, many rumors suggest that the highly anticipated M3 MacBook Air and MacBook Pro might not make their debut in the September event. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman sheds light on the intriguing structure of these events and points to possible shifts in Apple's product release strategy. Apple hasn't officially announced the MacBook Air M3. Rumors have long suggested we'd see the unannounced laptop in fall 2023. However, a new report claims Apple won't release M3 MacBooks until 2024. The M3-powered MacBook Pro and MacBook Air delay. What was once expected to lead into the holiday season is now listed under what's coming beyond 2023. The EM3 transition, the company's first 3nm Macs, will be arriving at full steam with MacBook Airs, MacBook Pros, and other Macs primed to get the new chips. MacBook Air laptops are arguably the best MacBooks for most people due to their slim, lightweight design and affordability. To that end, we expect Apple will eventually release an updated model featuring the rumored Apple M3 chip. There is some discussion that the EM3 chipset could still debut in October, a new Mac debuting the first desk-bound 3nm Apple Silicon chip, but this weekend that feels closer to wishful thinking than something that will definitely happen. Rumors are as thin as the laptop, but what we've heard sounds intriguing. Here's everything we've heard about the MacBook Air M3 so far. In one of his previous Power on newsletters, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman said we can expect new AM3-powered Macs to drop following Apple's launch event in September. It's expected one of the Macs will be an M3-powered 13-inch MacBook Air. We haven't heard any rumors about price, but it's reasonable to assume Apple won't raise the cost significantly, if at all. Right now, the entry-level 13-inch MacBook Air M2 costs $1,099. Apple might keep the successor laptop at this price, or perhaps charge $100 extra. It's hard to tell at this time, but we're sure Apple wants the Air lineup to remain affordable for most people. Gurman listed an M3 MacBook Air 15-inch in his report, but said nothing about price and availability. Since the MacBook Air 15-inch M2 was released in June 2022, it's doubtful Apple will launch its successor in the same year. We might see an M3-driven 15-inch Air in 2024, but that's speculation on our part. The recently launched iPhone 15 Pro family ships with the A17 Pro chipset, which has also moved to 3nm, allowing similar benefits. There are reports that the demands placed on the 3nm fabrication have resulted in Apple prioritizing the iPhone over the MacBook. That situation should improve as supply becomes more prevalent, but that does require waiting. If waiting is not an option, then a realistic look at your computing needs is in order. Thanks to Apple Silicon, the amount of performance available from the M2 chipset will be more than sufficient for most users. Those needing extra performance have undoubtedly moved up to the M2 Pro and M2 Max-powered 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pro laptops, which we're not expecting an update this October. Looking over Apple's laptop portfolio right now, there are several choices that all offer similar performance and specifications, but one stands out more than most, the 15-inch MacBook Air. The rumored MacBook Air will allegedly pack the Apple M3 chip, which is itself still very much a rumor. The processor will reportedly use SMIC's 3nm process. Apple would be the first company to use this advanced process node if true. In practice, this would make the next Macs far more powerful than their predecessors, whose chips use TSMC's 5nm technology. In his latest Power on newsletter for Bloomberg, Gurman, citing developer logs, outlines the specifications of Apple's M3, M3 Pro, M3 Max, and M3 Pro, M3 Max, and M3 Ultra chips, along with which new Mac models they'll be found in. He notes that the actual specifications could change during the production process. The version consumers get their hands on may differ from what Apple's testing internally.